ESPN presents College Basketball 85. From Assembly Hall in Bloomington, Indiana, the Purdue Boilermakers meet the Indiana Hoosiers in a Big Ten battle.
And we're ready to go. Uwe Blop will jump center for Indiana. James Bullock for Purdue. The Boilermakers using only their 4th different starting lineup this year. The Indiana Hoosiers with their 17th different starting lineup. A first start for the freshman Todd Mitchell of Purdue, and also a first start this year for Cree Smith, the freshman from Tipton, Indiana. And the opening tip controlled by the Boilermakers. Great to have you with us. Big Ten college basketball. Steve Reed, floor general for the Boilermakers. Inside, Bullock. First 2 points of the game from Gary, Indiana. And it's 2-0 Purdue.
Good action away from the basketball that time. They set the screen down inside, and Isle a little late to react that time. And Bullock gets the open jumper. Purdue by a deuce.
Steve Alford. Scramble for the ball, picked up Atkinson to Reed. 3-on-1 break. Bullock missed the shot. And then Mitchell went up with a shot and a foul, so we have the first foul of the game.
Man, of this ball game in the very early moments, but 2 great plays by Atkinson. On the jump ball, we talked about all the quiet things he did in the tees here today. He simply moved over. Uwe Blop got the tip. Atkinson got in the right place and came up with a basketball. This time, he's the man that started the break by reaching in and creating the turnover. We see Bob Knight a little bit casual here today, talking with Steve Alford.
50-degree weather outside. He's ready to play a few rounds of golf, it looks like.
Should ask him if we can play through.
And missing the first shot, first free throw of the game, Todd Mitchell. Purdue has a 2-0 early lead. 1 of 2 for the freshman Todd Mitchell from DeSales High School in Toledo. Daryl Thomas is back, a 3rd game back for Thomas. He had been out for some time because of a kneecap injury. In and out of the hands of Cree Smith.
Purdue showing a little 2-3 zone that time. Forced a turnover. They have the basketball once again with a 3-point lead.
Reed inside to Mitchell. Back out to Troy Lewis. Purdue 3 and Indiana nothing. Minute 15 into the game. Foul number 24, Daryl Thomas. And that is the 2nd Indiana team foul.
Good strength that time by James Bullock as he got the position inside and simply wouldn't let Daryl Thomas get around him from the outside. Thomas tried to push through his arm with his upper body. Picks up his first.
Bullock going to the basket very well, and Bullock has 4 points. Purdue leads 5-0.
Fine individual move once again, just much quicker than Blop on the inside.
Falling down. Steve Isle with the basket. First 2 Indiana points. Gene Cady wanted a traveling call.
Great recovery by the freshman Isle. Not only just to get a hold of the basketball, but had the presence of mind to throw a nice bounce pass from a seated position inside to Uwe.
5-2, Purdue leads. Driving to the basket, Mitchell. And the foul.
Now Purdue doing a good job of spreading the floor offensively. A couple of times down, they've brought Blop out away from the basket defensively. And of course, he's on Todd Mitchell in this exchange, and Mitchell much quicker. Here's that last pass coming in. Uwe taking him inside with some authority.
2nd person on Uwe Blop, and the 3rd Indiana team foul. And tipped in. 7-2.
Air ball put up by Lewis, but they stayed after the basketball inside, got 2 cracks at it, knocked it in.
Mitchell getting the field goal, gives him 3 points. Cree Smith, Steve Isle on the other side. Inside, Uwe Blop. And ball goes out of bounds. It's Purdue's ball. 17:20 left in the first half.
A lot of contact inside that time as Uwe tried to catch the basketball. It'll go to Purdue.
Boilermakers leading by 5. First meeting this year in West Lafayette. Purdue won 62-52. Boilermakers came back after being down by 8 points with 12 minutes left. Troy Lewis has his first 2 points.
Fine screen by Mitchell. Good cut without the basketball by Troy Lewis. And he's an excellent shooter, co-Mr. Basketball in the state of Indiana. His counterpart in that award still seated on the Indiana bench in Delray Brooks.
Bullock. Transition game for Purdue. Mitchell. Fine pass from Reed, but Mitchell couldn't hold on. Bullock saves it. 9-2, Purdue leads. Troy Lewis getting the start today. It's his 5th straight start. Getting the starting assignment in place of Mac Gaddis. Bounced in by Steve Reed. He has his first 2 points, and Purdue leads 11-2.
Indiana having difficulties at the defensive end of the floor, staying with emotion so far by Purdue. Good offensive concept, and Marty Simmons waiting to come in at the Indiana scoring bench.
Isle inside to Uwe Blop, but he's fouled, and the foul will be on James Bullock. That is the first Purdue team foul. And now Marty Simmons does come in, and Steve Isle will step out.
That substitution made for defensive purposes. Here's Isle dumping it inside to the big fella, almost behind the bank board. That one does come off the edge, but he was fouled in the act of shooting. He'll shoot a pair.
Uwe Blop, 68% free throw shooter in Big Ten games. 1,216 career points for the 7'2" senior. And he has all 3 Indiana points. Purdue leading 11-3 with 16:14 left in the first half. Uwe Blop, 3rd in the Big Ten in scoring. He has 4 points. Mitchell. Atkinson was all alone on this side. Couldn't get it to him out of bounds. Still Purdue's ball. Purdue 11, Indiana 4. 16:07 left in the first half. Mitchell, baseline. Lewis tried for the rebound, but foul will be on Steve Alford, undercutting Lewis.
Purdue doing a great job here in the early going to the offensive boards, and now Lewis will be stepping to the line.
So the 4th Indiana team foul stops the clock with 15 minutes and 59 seconds remaining in the first half. Purdue 11, Indiana 4. Back right after this.
Wow, MP3 player, digital camera, DVD player, very nice. Looks like somebody's kids are going to be very happy this holiday.
Kids! I'll be right.
We know how you feel, and that's why Circuit City has great gift ideas this holiday season. Circuit City, we're with you.
Hey, my wife loves these things. All wives love things.
Could you...
Sure doesn't taste this good in New York.
You up here on vacation?
No. Lunch.
Introducing the 260 horsepower Acura TL Type S.
A special announcement from the American Property Network. You can buy cars for as low as $29 per month. Choose from thousands of cars repossessed and seized by the U.S. Marshal, IRS, FBI, and private organizations. Call 1-800-370-2060. Foreclosed homes and distressed properties are selling for as low as $199 per month. Call 1-800-370-2060. For current auction listings, call 1-800-370-2060. Call toll-free.
Are you tired of overnighters that don't go over well? Or extra beds that take an extra set of hands just to set up? Then the Aero Extra Bed in a Minute is your dream come true. This amazing premium quality airbed automatically inflates itself, turns turning any room into a bedroom in just 1 minute. There's no hand pump, no foot pump, no pumping at all. Just plug it in, push the button, and the patented built-in pump instantly inflates the aerobed in just 1 minute. It's so easy, it even unrolls itself. So BYOB, bring your own bed on vacation, on business trips, in your camper, on your boat, or even keep a spare in your car trunk. It's like sleeping on air, anytime, anywhere, even every night. The aerobed gives you the same comfort and support of premium mattresses at only a fraction of the cost, with luxury features like the exclusive adjustable support sleep system and the one-touch comfort control that instantly adjusts the bed from soft to firm while you stay in bed. Plus, the aerobed deflates in about 5 seconds for easy storage, using 80% less space than a rollaway bed. The Aero Extra Bed in a Minute is non-allergenic and easy to clean. And best of all, it uses all your standard size linens. Your aerobed comes complete with the attached electric airflow pump, the one-touch comfort controls, and patented quick-release deflation valve, all for just 4 easy payments of only $33. But listen to this. If you call within the next 30 minutes, we'll take off an entire payment. Through this special television offer, you'll receive the aerobed for just 3 easy payments of $33. Plus, as a special bonus, we'll give you this convenient carrying bag absolutely free. Get your credit card ready and call the toll-free number on your screen now, or send check or money order to the address shown. You can get the Aero Extra Bed in a Minute sleep system for just 3 easy payments of $33, plus shipping and handling, with a full 30-day money-back guarantee. And if you call right now, we'll even give you the carrying bag absolutely free. Call the toll-free number on your screen now.
You're watching a free preview of ESPN Classic, the network all your friends are talking about. ESPN Classic is the only place to see Sports Century, the top 50 and beyond.
He was hippie. It was known that he smoked weed. I was set up like a mother.
Real classics, movies for sports fans.
Just a bit outside.
And the Classic Roadshow. We come to your city live with your hometown's greatest games and greatest heroes.
We felt that it was definitely our game when we were in Mile High.
But to get ESPN Classic, you've got to call 1-800-CLASSIC today.
11-7, Purdue leads in the first half. That last foul was the 4th Indiana team foul.
It mentioned that Troy Lewis would be going to the line, but it was ruled he was fouled on the rebound prior to going back up with a shot, so Purdue retains possession. This time Blob not going out and giving chase.
Todd Mitchell missed the shot. Uwe blocked with a rebound. Cree Smith to Marty Simmons. Uwe blocked back out, and the freshman Cree Smith banks it in, his first 2 points of the game. 11-6. Purdue leads 15-18 remaining in the first half.
You saw the defensive concentration that time of the Boilermakers. They were just surrounding Uwe that time inside as he caught the ball. Calmly dumped it outside for the open jumper.
Atkinson losing the handle. And a jump situation. Now, wait a minute, foul called. London Bradley will go to the scorer's table to indicate the foul. It is on Marty Simmons.
Pretty obvious what call he wanted.
Had it been a jump situation, it would have become Indiana's ball under the alternate possession rule. Now inside, and the foul is on Darrell Thomas, his second. And the 6th Indiana team foul. We've only played 5 minutes of the first half.
Fred Jaspers now chasing Bobby Knight back to his chair.
And
he's
we got
got
a technical.
him right there. There's the tee.
2-shot technical against the bench and against Bob Knight. Steve Reed, an excellent free throw shooter, will have the honors shooting the technicals.
Looky here, looky here. Bobby Knight just threw his chair clear across the free throw lane.
And I think Fred Jackson.
Unbelievable. He picked up another tee. Now Fred Jaspers is called for athletic director Ralph Floyd.
Fred Jaspers talking to Mr. Floyd down in the corner.
we got Ralph Floyd out on the floor.
It's 11-6. We're just 5 minutes into the contest, and this has erupted.
There's a good chance Bobby Knight's been ejected from this basketball game.
Fred Jasper is explaining it to the scorers table. Now Gene Katie, the Purdue coach, comes over just to stay in contact with what decisions have been made.
Uh-oh, now we got three.
Now we got
gone.
three.
He's gone.
And Bob Knight is gone.
Well, he came dressed to play golf. Maybe he'll do it.
Yeah, we talked earlier about the fact that he had his golfing attire on. Understand that they have a very nice golf course here in Bloomington, a university course.
Well, I'll tell you, that just kind of demonstrates the kind of year it's been over here, and total frustration, but there's really no excuse for losing your poise to the point of throwing a chair across the basketball floor. Officials took care of it in a series of technicals, and we've had 3 called. So there's going to be some free throw shooting practice here by the Boilermakers in just a moment. All 3 on the bench all should do 2-shot technicals.
Well, and Steve Reed, as I mentioned a moment ago, very good free throw shooter if indeed he gets the opportunity to parade to the line. 11-6 is the score. We've had plenty of fireworks in the first 5 minutes of this basketball game.
I'm just glad nobody was in that chair.
Oh. Yeah, that wouldn't have prevented him from using that one necessarily, whatever happened to be closest.
Most unfortunate.
Yeah, the Indiana record at home this year, 7-4. They've never lost more than 4 games at home in a season. There's Steve Reed now. Oh, we figure he's got 6 shots coming. He is now 21 for 22 in Big Ten games. He is now 22 for 23. And Purdue leads 13-6. Reed, the senior from Dodge City, Kansas. He's got the center spotlight now. Gives us a chance to tell you a little bit about this fine senior. Reed shot only 50% from the line in preseason games, but he, as I mentioned a moment ago, he's been near perfect at the line in Big Ten games. You believe this?
He's starting to think about it a little bit. These are tough ones to shoot. This is an odd situation. The guy step up the line and shoot 6. Now Jimmy Cruz and Joby Ryder up at the Indiana bench claiming there was just 2 technicals, but we saw 3 of them called.
Boy, this is something. Reed, who had missed only 1 in his first 21 free throw attempts in league play, has missed 3 of 5. Yeah, he settles for 50%.
Well, they add 3 to their total and get the ball out of bounds, so it remains a 14-6 now as the score. 15 minutes remaining in the first half, and it looks like Jim Cruz has kind of assumed the position of leadership on the Indiana bench.
Bob Knight has been ejected.
Jimmy Cruz is the first Bob Knight coach player to ever become an assistant coach here.
Atkinson, Mitchell, the freshman. 14-6. There's 18 seconds on the shot clock. Purdue on top. Troy Lewis with 11 seconds on the shot clock. Out in front, Darryl Thomas. And Thomas puts it in. 14-8. Purdue on top by 6 with 14-11 remaining in the first half.
For the moment anyway, the crowd and the Indiana basketball team have become one here in Assembly Hall.
Mitchell driving to the lane and a foul. It's on Marty Simmons, and that'll be his second personal. 7th Indiana team foul. Puts Purdue in the bonus situation with 13:57 left in the half.
Mitchell moving very well inside with the basketball.
This is a two-shot situation for Mitchell, who's now 2 of 3 at the line. He has 4 points, and Purdue leads 15-8.
Get a very good-looking athlete, just a freshman.
In and out. Alford driving the baseline and a foul.
Mark Atkinson can't complain too much about this one because he nearly got one at the other end going over the back on that rebound. Now trying to keep Alford from getting the baseline. He picked up the personal foul. Foul occurred before that action right there as he made his move.
Second Purdue team foul. 13:45 left in the first half. Purdue 15, Indiana 8. Alford. And Bullock with a rebound. Now Steve Reed will charge it up the court. Troy Lewis. Uwe Blop, touchdown pass for Alford. (15-10), Purdue's lead is cut to 5 with 13:18 left in the first half.
Great vision after the rebound. Big Uwe laid it out there. Alford picked it up nicely, knocked it in. Always a very intense rivalry, and what a start we've got in this one.
Lewis fires it up. Uwe Blop pass for Simmons. But Marty can't catch up to it, goes out of bounds. Simmons and the ball both go out of bounds.
Indiana usually not a running basketball team, but the man that controls that's in the locker room right now.
I have a question to ask you. Very often in baseball, when a manager is ejected, he'll still manage the club from the tunnel leading to the locker room. That's not possible here, though, is it?
No, not so. Cruz and Joby Wright, though, Con Smith, they've all been with Bobby Knight for quite a while. They're a very structured team.
James Bullock, 6 points. 17-10, Purdue leads. 12-17 left in the first half. Might get our first 2 Purdue substitutions in a moment.
Indiana has a history of being one of the better prepared teams in all of college basketball.
Daryl Thomas suffered the knee injury dislocation January 10th against Northwestern, returned last Saturday at Northwestern.
Still doesn't feel that he's 100%, but he looked very good on that move. 5-point Purdue lead.
Steve Reed. And Thomas the rebound, a chance for Indiana to cut it to 3.
Indiana doing a much better job now on the defensive boards. Purdue only getting 1 shot early in the ball game. They were getting 2 and 3 cracks at it.
Foul on James Bullock, and that will be his second personal. Now number 11, Mac Gaddis, and number 40, Robert Littlejohn come in the game for Purdue.
Bullock guilty of pushing off. There's not much he can do as he got pinned in behind Uwe Blop. 7'2" and 250 pounds. Just tried to give him a little nudge, and Phil Bova was right on top of it.
11:22 remaining in the first half. The score, Purdue 17, Indiana 12. We'll be back with more right after this.
Behold the empty office of David Compton, small business owner. Empty because Mr. Compton got QuickBooks, got his accounting done faster and easier, and got back to what he started his business to do. See what QuickBooks, the #1 selling accounting software, can do for your small business. It's easy to set up, learn, and use. You don't have to know accounting, and simple step-by-step instructions will have you saving time right away. You'll even fill in familiar forms, like invoices and checks, on screen. Call 1-800-580-1936 now, and we'll send you a free, fully functional trial of QuickBooks. Try it for yourself, risk-free. See how QuickBooks tracks who owes you money, who you owe, and easily creates graphs and reports detailing it all in one place. So why wait? Join the over 2 million small businesses saving time with QuickBooks. Call 1-800-580-1936 now, or visit us online for your free trial software. There's no risk. Even the shipping's on us. Faster, easier accounting is just a phone call away.
This weekend, Friday on ESPN, an NIT preseason matchup. Then Cincinnati faces 18th-ranked Oklahoma State, led by guard Maurice Baker. Later on ESPN2, go training with the heavyweight champ Hasim Rahman as he prepares for his fight against Lennox Lewis. On ESPN's College Football Saturday, 12th-ranked Illinois faces Ohio State in a Big Ten championship elimination game. Then running back Bruce Perry and the 9th-ranked Maryland Terps try to win the ACC championship. Do you have all the ESPN networks?
Hey, there's big news at 7-Eleven. It's the new Big Bite Combo. Delicious Big Bite hot dog made by Oscar Mayer with free chili and cheese. Whatever you want. An ice cold Coke. And a big grab of chips. All for just $1.99. Oh, thank heaven.
When Martin Lawrence goes back in time, honor.
You have no business with the king's daughter.
Daughters are free. And bravery.
Who be ye?
I'll be stomping yours. Are things of the past.
Yeah, that's tight.
Black Knight. Rated PG-13. Wednesday.
The tailgate crew is coming. The Miller Lite Tailgate Tour. Join the party as it rolls across the country and win a chance to tailgate at Super Bowl 36. Want to party like the pros? Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
17-12, Purdue leading. Thomas reaching for the ball, couldn't hang on to it, and so James Bullock comes up with it for Purdue.
Middle very well clogged that time by Purdue, and they alertly came out with a basketball.
Matt Gaddis. Mark Atkinson, now Steve Reed. And Bullock with a shot over Thomas. James Bullock with 8 points. He's averaging 14.3 points per game. 19-12, Purdue's lead with 10:42 left in the first half. Alford up the lane, tried to dump it off, got it back. Stolen by Reed. Reed and Gaddis out front. Gaddis baseline, put it up, and it's in. Foul on the play.
Good job at both ends by the Boilermakers. Good double team. They come out with a loose ball. Fine passing at the other end. Good move by Gaddis along the baseline.
Fouls on Cree Smith, his first.
Matt Gaddis using his body very well that time and knocking it in off the glass. Has a chance to complete the three-pointer.
Gaddis 21 of 27 from the line in Big Ten games. And he does complete the three-point play. Now number 22 for Indiana, Stu Robinson, Jr. from Anderson, Indiana, coming in. Purdue 22, Indiana 12, 10:22 left in the first half. Alford missed the shot. Cree Smith gets it back, puts it up, comes up empty, gets it back, and puts it in.
Good effort by Indiana staying after the ball. It was Darryl Thomas the first time through that kept it alive, and then a fine save off the baseline.
Halfway point of the first half. Along with Bill Hoskett, this is Lanny Fratteri. Great to have you with us. 22-14 Purdue leads.
Uwe Blab not pressed defensively quite like he was. Little John not quite the threat inside that Bullock was.
Atkinson. Missing the shot, Steve Alford. Bree Smith, 6 points. Had his career high of 11 against Illinois on Thursday.
Purdue still granting the outside shot rather than letting get it inside the blob with single coverage. Oh, super pass by Reed. Great move without the basketball by Bullock.
Bullock with 10. And the foul appears to be on Purdue's number 11, Matt Gaddis.
Steve Reed here with the vision. Gets it up right off his hip. The Bullock on the little backdoor cut, and he takes it down.
It's a 4th Purdue team foul. The foul on Gaddis. 24-16, 8:50 left in the first half.
Little John and Uwe Blop really going at it inside. Fans want a foul, and now Phil Bova caught him as Little John wrapped his arm around Blop's waist. Good call.
That is number 1 on Little John. 5 minutes into this first half, Bob Knight was ejected. 3 technicals called against Knight in the Indiana bench, and Steve Reed went to the free throw line. He had 6 free throws off those 3 technicals and scored 3 of the 6 free throws. Now the foul on Matt Gaddis. Been in the game a few minutes. Already picked up his 2nd personal and the 6th Purdue team foul. 24-16.
There's Gene Cady, as a rule, one of the most fiery coaches in the Big Ten himself. It's hard to beat the chair act, though. Gene's good with that coat. I've seen him take that coat off on numerous occasions.
Saw a little bit of that Thursday, huh?
That's right, over in Columbus, Ohio.
24-16 with 8:37, and Troy Lewis is back in.
2 very, very competitive coaches in this situation. Bobby Knight gone for the afternoon, and
gone,
Indiana
but not
trying
forgotten.
to prevent 3 straight home court losses. Purdue went through that earlier in the year, and Indiana came to town, and they recovered beating the Hoosiers.
Fine pass from Uwe Blop to Steve Isle from Hamilton, Ohio. First 2 points for the freshman, and Purdue leads 24-18. Gene Cady hoping to pick up his 100th victory as a Purdue head coach here today. Bullock couldn't ram it home.
It really shows you how good the first play was that they did it. That one was just barely off. And when it's barely off, it doesn't go. Good effort by Steve Isle inside.
24-20. Purdue leading by 4 with 7:42 left in the first half.
Sports Illustrated recently had that feature article on Hoosier hysteria. Bullock once again talking about high school basketball in the state of Indiana, but we're seeing it here from the college side. The 2 Big Ten powers going at it. Most people in this building know the complete history of these kids, particularly those that come from the state of Indiana.
Mentioned earlier, this series started back in the early 1900s, and for the first 4 decades, Purdue dominated the series. Isle got the rebound and had it rejected by Mark Atkinson. Reed and a traveling call on number 23, Troy Lewis. Well, it stops the clock with 6 minutes and 54 seconds remaining in the first half. Purdue 26, Indiana 20. Back in a moment.
I'm outside with Derek. Derek, tell us about your run.
Well, I found the Hershey's chocolate milk, but it was in the new bottle.
The new bottle?
Yeah. I've been training with those paper carton things.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but they were using this sweet new ergonomically correct single-serve bottle that isn't even in stores yet.
But shouldn't that have helped you?
Yeah, I guess so.
But it didn't?
No, not really.
Well, why not?
I'm not very good, Jim.
I can see that.
Hershey's Chocolate Milk, the official chocolate milk of the X Games.
I wonder how our home equity loan's going.
I'll check.
Here you go, sir.
Oh, thank you. Lower, please. Mr. Bradley was in the lead, but now it's looking like Davis.
Want banks to compete for your home equity loan? Come to LendingTree.com. Fill out one form and get up to 4 offers within hours.
Well, that's not going to help you, Bradley.
When banks compete, you win at LendingTree.com.
Like every Subaru, the Forester comes with all-wheel drive standard. The Ford Escape doesn't. The Forester comes with ABS standard. The Escape doesn't. At an independent crash test, the Forester received the highest rating. The Escape was rated simply marginal.
Nice car.
What do I look like? A dummy?
Subaru Forester, a smarter way to build an SUV.
Now you can get an APR as low as 2.9% on all 2002 Forester models.
Have you seen?
They're the most successful trio in music history, winners of 7 Grammys, and immortalized in the Rock and Roll and Songwriters Halls of Fame. Now, for the first time ever, a 2-CD collection of their greatest hits, from past to present. The Bee Gees, The Record. 2 CDs, 40 unforgettable songs. Hit songs like Jive Talkin', More Than a Woman, Night Fever, Staying Alive, and many more. This is the season's ultimate gift. 40 career-defining tracks, 2 CDs, plus this exclusive full-color booklet. The Bee Gees, The Record. 40 hits from past to present. Just $24.98 for 2 CDs or $17.98 for 2 cassettes, plus $4.95 shipping and handling. Order now. And only on Bee Gees The Record will you find 4 brand new studio recordings of #1 hits they wrote for other artists, but now performed by the Bee Gees. Hits like Islands in the Stream, Heartbreaker, and Emotion. Plus, you'll get the smash duet with Barbra Streisand, Guilty. This is the gift to give and the gift to get for music lovers of all ages. Bee Gees, The Record. 40 hits, 2 CDs. One great price.
This is just where I came in.
To order Bee Gees The Record, call the number on your screen or send $24.98 for 2 CDs or $17.98 for 2 cassettes plus $4.95 shipping and handling to the address shown. Call now. Rush delivery available.
26-20, Purdue leads with 6:54 remaining. Purdue had gone out to an 11-2 lead. And the Bob Knight ejection came 5 minutes into the first half. Uwe Blop. I like that sign a moment ago he showed. For all you do, this Blop's for you. 26-22, Uwe with 6 points.
Good composure shown that last time down by the big fellows. He got it inside, turned, nice ball fake, and calmly knocked it in.
Steve Isle. Stu Robinson. 2-point game. Purdue leading by a pair with 6:07 remaining in the first half.
Same format on that sequence. They dumped it inside. 3 people around Blop. Steve Reed not recovering quite fast enough. Stu Robinson knocked in a jumper. Purdue back into their motion. Let's see who they've caught. I think it's going to go against Steve Isle. Trying to keep the ball going inside the Bullock.
Yes, the foul is on Isle, and that's his first. Send James Bullock to the line.
Jim Cruz in the red blazer. Joby Wright without the coat along the Indiana bench.
Missing the front end of a 1-and-1, and now a chance for Indiana to tie it up. Purdue last in the league in free throw percentage, and it's hurt him here in the first half.
Be a great free throw shooter stepping to the line now. He wears number 12.
Steve Alford led the nation in free throw percentage a year ago, and he's kept it going this year. He shot just, he shot 91% his freshman year, and shooting 93% this year, for a career total of 92%. Alford with a chance to tie it up. And he does.
I'll tell you, most fans, when you go on the road or after a free throw shooter, when Alford steps to the line here, they give it 1, 2, 3, swish. They do the routine as he bounces the basketball.
He's missed only 6 free throws all year. Traveling call. Steve Reed dragging that left foot. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think we're going to have a timeout. One official was getting the timeout call on this far side. Now, 3 seconds came off the clock. Right now, they've got 5:28 remaining in the first half. We're tied at 26-26. Back with more Big Ten basketball after this.
I'll let your machine get it.
This is Mike. Leave a message.
Hi, this is Jim's video calling. 2 videos, Camp Cleavage and Undercover Babes, are overdue again. Please return those as soon as possible. Thank you.
Think we got a 4th. Getting the guys together? Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
Camp Cleavage and Undercover Babes.
All right, guys, bring it in. Bring it in. Hey, where's Billy?
He's sick. He's our best player. Yeah, we can't play without him.
Come on, it's gonna be okay.
It's for the championship, Coach.
There's gonna be a lot of other games.
Hey, I can play.
Do you know how?
I'm not bad.
He's tall. What do you think? All right, let's play! Hey, if we win, we get to go to McDonald's. So don't play.
Oh, he's so busted.
It's not okay. I wanted my steak medium well.
He's got issues.
Hello. Let me check. All right. 2:30, perfect.
Nice pants. These things are amazing.
Introducing Dockers Mobile Pen.
Checking out digital cameras?
Yeah, I need FireWire compatibility so that I can email my pictures.
Sure. This one also makes MPEG movies.
Really?
He's excited. It's for our baby. Congratulations. Considered any names yet?
Yeah, maybe Sony or Olympus, but you're the expert, right?
We know how you feel, and that's why we're here. Circuit City. We're with you.
How about an LCD screen?
LCD, chickenpox. We're gonna screen for everything.
They said he'd never make it, that he was too small, too inexperienced, too busy with his homework.
But Munson refused to listen.
Feel the drama of new quarterback pass attack, only at Sears. It's the game that brings quarterbacking to life, where friends can challenge one another, marching up and down the field, punting, kicking, and scoring TDs. Quarterback pass attack, only at Sears, only $149.99.
He drops back in the pocket. The fans climb to their feet. Oh, he brushes off a defender, and he lets one fly!
Equipped with shock sensors and infrared eyes, Quarterback Pass Attack monitors the time, the play, and the score. It's a high-tech arcade game right in your home, so check it out along with a lot of other fun games at Sears.
They call her the Cannon.
There's only one place to find Quarterback Pass Attack and other great games. Sears. Where else?
This holiday season, the Compact Presario 5000 TPC will come bearing gifts, like a free color printer, a $50 instant rebate, and free shipping.
not to mention a powerful Intel Pentium 4 processor and Microsoft Windows XP Home Edition, all for just $849. And you don't even need to travel afar. Call 1-800-331-5808 to buy now. You'll get 1 great PC and 3 great gifts.
It's a day filled with the best sports action in Tennessee history, and it's only on ESPN Classic. College football like it ought to be. The Volunteers take on Virginia in the 91 Sugar Bowl, and they claim the 98 National Championship by conquering Florida State in the first ever BCS title game. Plus, Eddie George and the Titans strive for Super Bowl 34, and the Predators win their first game in franchise history. Classic Tennessee, starting at noon Eastern, 11 Central, Sunday, only on ESPN Classic. Brought to you locally by Comcast.
26-26. They did put a couple of seconds back up on the clock. It's now 5:30. James Bullock leading all scorers to this point with 12. Robinson takes a seat. Probably could have used that chair. Inside the block. And fouled by Bullock, and that is his third personal.
Many situations like that, you don't want to give the man the easy one inside, but in this case, I think Bullock should have held off. Too critical to his basketball team to pick up the third one almost on an intentional basis that way. He'll leave for the remainder of the half, I'm sure. 5:15 remaining.
Herb Robinson from Lansing, Michigan. High school teammate of Michigan State's Sam Vincent. So Robinson is in, and Uwe Blop. Another trip to the free throw line. 2 shots.
We should see Indiana really going to him now in the next couple of exchanges.
Blop has 7 points.
Nobody out there can compare with him height-wise and also weight-wise.
Indiana's first lead of the game, 27-26. The Hoosiers by 2 with 5:12 left of the first half.
Purdue staying with their motion offense. Good look inside.
Number 33 of Indiana fouls number 33 of Purdue.
Boy, Todd Mitchell just playing with more confidence every ball game. Pretty good move to get himself open, and he did the right thing once he got a hold of the basketball.
Number 33, Uwe Blop, with 3 personals will come out, and Todd Meyer from Oshkosh, Wisconsin is in.
So just when it looked like Indiana might have the offensive advantage with Blop out there, he picks up his third personal. So both starting centers now on the bench with 3.
And number 11, Mac Gaddis, will come in. Troy Lewis out. Mitchell 2 of 4 at the line. In this game, he now has 5 points. Getting his first start here today. And a chance to tie it up, but Indiana holds on to a 1-point lead. Just under 5 minutes left of the first half. Robinson. Rebound for Mitchell. Mac Gaddis with a shot. Doesn't drop at the tip in. He is good.
Great hand by Mark Atkinson.
First 2 points for Atkinson, and Purdue has the lead back.
Just reached in there with all fingertip control on that one. Fine play, good touch.
Purdue 29, Indiana 28. 4 minutes left in the first half. Inside Alford, had it knocked away by Reed. Purdue player on the end line.
Still considered part of out of bounds on that one. He had not officially stepped in bounds. He jumped back in bounds. London Bradley right on top of it. Indiana retained possession.
Looking at the shooting percentage in this game. And the foul. Keep in mind, Purdue came into this contest with a 51% field goal record, and the school record is 50.2%. It's set back in 81-82.
Indiana came into the ball game shooting over 54% as a team, and that's about 4th in the nation, but they've only shot over 50% in 3 of their last 8 ball games. So it's not only Steve Alford, but the entire ball club has been in quite a shooting slump over here.
Now the Hoosiers missed their first free throw of the day. 29-28. Purdue leads with 3:33 left in the first half. Reed up the lane. And almost tipped in by Atkinson, but then tipped in by Todd Mitchell. And Mitchell's had 2 tips here today, accounting for his 2 field goals. He has 7 points. And Purdue leading by 3 with 3:03 left of the first half.
Indiana playing with 2 freshmen on the front line. One of them right there, Steve Isle, up and jumping it, but the minute Uwe Blop went to the bench, Purdue started hitting the offensive boards once again. Field goals on tip-ins. They lead it by 3.
Purdue has scored the last 5 points. Gaddis. Could have become a 5-point Purdue lead, but now a chance for Indiana to cut it to 1. Robinson puts it in, and a foul.
Good body control by Stu Robinson as he felt the pressure and went up to just tried to get the ball airborne so he could at least be shooting 2. He knocked it in with it like off the left hand. Goes up, switches hands, banks it in off the glass. Has a chance to tie it right here.
Missing the free throw. 31-30, Purdue leads. .30 White. That would be on Todd Meyer, his first personal.
Purdue's front line moving well without the basketball. Bullock was doing it when he was in there, and now Todd Mitchell claiming those spots inside and establishing themselves along the blocks.
They're hits, they're super, and they're international. It's international super hits from that all-American band Green Day. So throw away that CD changer, because we've got 21 of your Green Day favorites crammed onto one super CD. International super hits like this one. Welcome to and this one. And this one. And who can forget this one? Holy expletive, that's a lot of songs. How much would you pay for such an internationally super CD? Don't answer yet, because you also get 2 brand new super hits you won't recognize, like this one. Where did you go? Need a visual aid? No problem. You can also get international super videos. It's almost the same as the CD, but it's on DVD and VHS, and it has pictures. But wait, there's more. With your paid order, you'll also receive this super fantastic Super Hits Green Day poster. Now, how much would you pay? Call this number now and order your super copy of International Super Hits and/or International Super Videos from Green Day.
Hi, I'm Reese Davis, and you're watching a special free preview of ESPN Classic, the network of the award-winning documentary series Sports Century. Also, tune in Monday through Saturday at 9 o'clock Eastern for Game of the Night. Catch a different sport each night. And Sundays at 9 o'clock Eastern, it's Real Classics, featuring such blockbusters as Caddyshack, Hoosiers, Major League, and Chariots of Fire. And don't forget, ESPN Roadshow may be headed to a city near you. So to get ESPN Classic, just call that number right there, 1-800-CLASSIC.
A special announcement from the American Property Network.
is $29 per month. Choose from thousands of cars repossessed and seized by the U.S. Marshal, IRS, FBI, and private organizations. Call 1-800-370-2060. Foreclosed homes and distressed properties are selling for as low as $199 per month. Call 1-800-370-2060. For current auction listings, call 1-800-370-2060. Call toll free.
Troy Lewis checking back into the game for the Boilermakers. Looks like Steve Reed will be coming out for a rest. One and one now for Todd Mitchell.
And Mitchell with 8 points. 4 for 7 at the line in this game. Mitchell hits a pair, and Purdue leads 33-30. Approaching the 2-minute mark.
Oh, good head and shoulder fake there. Great move. Alford looked like he was pulling up and froze both defenders. A little hesitation dribble and just put it back on the deck. Made the little reverse layup.
Purdue leads by 1. Gaddis. Shot knocked away by Todd Meyer. Good play by Meyer, and the foul is on Mitchell. Todd Mitchell, Purdue, guilty of his first personal.
Dockich in the ball game now for Indiana. Good pass inside that time by Troy Lewis. Great defensive help from the Indiana team. Good block by Meyer.
And Todd Meyer will go to the free throw line. He is 6 of 11 in Big Ten games from the line. Here's the pass inside of Gaddis.
Meyer coming from the weak side, and not a goaltending situation. He cleanly got it on the way up. Now we've got to push along the lane line.
And it's on Dan Dockich, number 11. The first personal on Dockich.
I don't know how Dan got in that position to start with. You would have thought that it would have been Steve Isle along the baseline side of things.
And now Herb Robinson, first time at the line today. He's 2 of 7 in free throws in Big Ten games this year. A number of missed free throws, especially on the Purdue side, goes out of bounds. Indiana's ball, 33-32. Purdue leads with 1:24 remaining in the first half.
Good hustle by Todd Mitchell. Nevertheless, ball going back to Indiana. You can tell the emotion involved when guys are diving for the ball out around the half court.
Isle missed the shot, and the foul's on Todd Meyer. Like he was up on the back of Todd Mitchell. Bob Knight was ejected from the game with 15 minutes remaining in the first half. Well, the coaching duties falling to the assistants. Now Robert Littlejohn comes in, number 40, and Mark Atkinson checks out. Todd Mitchell has been at the line quite a bit in this first half. And Mitchell has hit double figures. He has 10 points. Career high 16 last Saturday against Northwestern. Steve Reed is in for Purdue. The Boilermakers lead 34-32. And that makes it a 3-point game with 1:09 left in the first half. Alford's shot turned away by Mitchell, and the foul is on Steve Alford. That's his second personal.
Indiana now playing without a true pivot man, with Meyer being the biggest man on the floor for them. It opened it up a little bit. That time Alford took advantage of it, tried to drive. Good help from Purdue. A little bit of a frustration foul there as that ball was rejected, and Alford simply reached in and picked up the personal.
On Indiana's side, Uwe Blop with 3 personals. Purdue's side, James Bullock with 3. And Troy Lewis missing the front end of the 1-and-1.
A lot of missed free throws by both clubs here in the first half.
Back at the 15-minute mark, and Bob Knight was ejected. 6 technical free throw opportunities for Steve Reed. He made just 3 of 6. Down to 37 seconds, so 1 chance, 1 shot for Purdue. Content to go to the locker room with a 5-point lead. They now are on top by 3.
Got to get it in motion now. They're down to 7 seconds. Reed going one-on-one, dumps it inside to Mitchell.
Meyer picks it off the floor, 1 second, and there's the buzzer. Stu Robinson with a shot near the buzzer. So we've had the first 20 minutes of basketball, and it's been an exciting and explosive first half. Bob Knight was ejected. Halftime score is Purdue 35 and Indiana 32.
We're looking for the closest shave. Oh, not his. Couldn't get the tough spots. But he did. He got total closeness with the new Remington TCT, the only shaver designed to get the tough spots. With a unique system that first trims the hard-to-get hairs, followed by 3 flexing foils to cut even closer. And now introducing the new Remington Rotary TCT. More flexing action than any other. The new Remington TCT shavers. Total closeness or your money back.
$250? It's only a little scratch.
Here a scratch, there a scratch, everywhere a scratch. And they're all an eyesore. What you need is GS27 Scratch Remover. It gets rid of all those surface scratches quickly, easily, and without those expensive repair bills. Simply rub GS27 into the scratch, then polish it to a beautiful finish. The scratch is gone.
I still can't believe it was that easy. GS27 got rid of those scratches in less than a minute. It's great.
GS27 is not an abrasive. It's a superfine microscopic crystallite that works its way into the scratch and polishes it away. And look, you don't have to go crazy trying to match colors. That same tube of GS27 works wonders on any color car. You have to see it to believe it. Amazing!
The repair shop said it had to sand, prime, and paint. What a bunch of bull. GS27 took that ugly scratch away in no time.
Watch. Would you do this to a brand new car? Ouch! But GS27 removes that ugly scratch quickly and easily. What a difference! GS27 is so effective, it'll even remove paint scrapes, ugly rust from chrome bumpers, and scratches and scrapes from your boat's gel coat. GS27 is only $9.95. But wait! Order now and get a second tube for only $5. That's 2 for just $14.95. Plus, as an extra bonus, we'll give you this key finder key ring, a $10 value free. Just whistle, and the key ring beeps to tell you where it is. So order your GS27 scratch remover now.
Call 1-800-898-7800 to order GS27 scratch remover now. Get 1 tube for $9.95 or double your order and receive 2 tubes for just $14.95. That's twice as much for only $5 more. Call now or send check or money order to GS27 2 Morgan Avenue, Norwalk, Connecticut.
A legend says goodbye to baseball, but you can always find him on ESPN Classic. Catch Mark McGwire's magical games from '98, making history with home run number 62, then shattering the record with number 70. Classic McGwire, goodbye to the Mark, 9 p.m. Monday on ESPN Classic.
Body throws. He caught it. He caught it.
35-32, Purdue leads. Taking a look at the first half numbers along with Bill Hoskett. Bill?
Shooting percentages for both clubs fairly decent, although Purdue falling off at the very end of the first half. They were 12 of 28. Indiana about at norm for them, hitting .527, a little bit under actually. They came in shooting about 54%. Big number in the first half, I think, as you look up there, is the free throw shooting of the Boilermakers. They left 9 points at the free throw line, possibly more. A couple of those were the front end of one-on-ones, rebounding nearly even. Individual scoring, James Bullock leading the show here for the Boilermakers with 12. Mitchell on that front line with him. He had 11. Nobody really in personal foul difficulty with the exception of the highlighted figure at the top, James Bullock. He had 3. Same situation in foul difficulty. Balanced scoring by Indiana. Uwe Blop leading the way with 8, but he also has the 3 personal fouls.
So we're ready to go with the second half activity. Today, Indiana University recognized 20 student athletes with Scholastic Achievement Awards. Their combined grade point average in excess of 3.4 on a 4-point scale. Congratulations to the recipients. Part of the halftime activity here in Assembly Hall. Shot by Robinson. Uwe Blop tried to tip it in. Set the 5s for as we start the second half. Reed, Lewis, Mitchell, Bullock, and Atkinson for Purdue. Inside, Mitchell misses the shot. Blop has it for Indiana. You've got Alford, Robinson, Isle, Smith, and Blop. Steve Isle misses the shot. Bullock the rebound. 35-32. Purdue leads, and we're in the first minute of the second half.
Hoosiers with 2 open jumpers to start the second half. Couldn't connect on either one of them. Purdue likes to bring Atkinson out high because he's such a fine passer.
Troy Lewis missing the shot. Smith to Robinson. Alford, shot over Atkinson. We've yet to put a point up on the board in the second half. Purdue 35, Indiana 32. 18:25 left in the second half. Bullock. Rebound for Atkinson. Second opportunity, puts it in. Atkinson with 4 points in the game. And Purdue leads 37-32.
Once again, evidencing a great set of hands that Atkinson had. He stayed with that ball and got it in on the second try. Got a little matchup zone going now with Steve Reed coming out on top as the point guard in that defense. They made him work that time and got the jumper to go.
Cree Smith with 8 points in the game. Purdue's lead is 3. 17:48 remaining in the first half. A look at the result of the first game between the two schools played at Purdue.
James Bullock that time was thinking about going to the hoop before he caught the basketball. Turnover to Indiana.
Losing the handle is Cree Smith. Atkinson to Reed. Steve Reed missing the shot. Mitchell the rebound, and Todd Mitchell with 13 points.
Another strong move by the freshman. He went up high with 2 hands, came down with a basketball, and exploded right back to the hoop.
Alford to Smith. Flop out to Robinson. Now driving up the lane, Steve Isle puts it in.
Another good-looking freshman here in the Big Ten, Steve Isle. Pretty good defensive reactions for a freshman, and that time, fine move offensively. Just put it on the deck one time and got the layup.
39-36, Purdue leads by 3. 16:40 left in the second half. Good one tonight, Michigan and Michigan State.
Another one of those state championship type battles.
Michigan putting that impressive win streak on the line against its cross-state rival. 11 in a row for the Wolverines. Mitchell going to the basket. He now has 15 points.
Once again, he shows that good physical strength. Still had enough body control and balance left to get that ball to roll in.
16 minutes remaining, and Purdue leads by 5.
Mark Atkinson chasing Alford, giving him something to shoot over when he tries to raise up with it. Cree Smith with the miss.
Pass to Mitchell, who's alone underneath. And we're going to get the first foul of the second half. It will be on number 42, Cree Smith. His second personal. Mitchell going into the basket. Scramble for the rebound, and the foul on number 42 on Mark Atkinson. 41-36 with 15:43 remaining in the second half. We'll be right back.
Oh, what a day.
The seating capacity of a minivan.
Where is it? I don't see it.
Capabilities of an SUV. The smooth ride of a luxury car. All in one totally innovative package. The all-new Buick Rendezvous.
I guess we're not in Kansas anymore.
Buick Rendezvous. It's all good.
Are you Tiger Woods?
Still using those same old wrenches, huh, pal?
Yeah. Whoa,
Sam
hey,
Lolo.
aren't you the master
Nice car.
mechanic?
68?
67. Whoa, that's a camera.
Right, and this is a gear wrench. It's a ratcheting combination wrench. Part of a new Napa gear wrench tool set designed especially for motorheads like you and me. Check this out. Gear wrench can crank fasteners with only 5 degrees of movement, giving you speed and access you can't get with a standard wrench. Pop in the drive adapter to convert gear wrench into a low-clearance ratchet. For off-angle fasteners, go from a fixed extension to a wobble without making a change. Bingo! Under the hood or around the house, this is the go-to wrench for professional technicians. And there's only one place you can get this set, Napa Auto Parts, where the pros shop.
The complete 47-piece Napa gear wrench tool set in standard or metric versions is available now for only $49.99, exclusively at participating Napa Auto Parts stores and at NapaOnline.com while supplies last.
Forget it, Sam.
Coffee? No, thanks. I think I'll get my own.
Perhaps he's compelled by the sumptuous aroma. Maybe he desires the rich, delicious taste that he finds at home. The taste of Gevalia Cafe. To experience the pleasure of Gevalia yourself, call 1-800-816-1129. We'll deliver 2 boxes of our fine European coffee for just $14.95 with a free coffee maker to ensure you brew and keep Gevalia at its finest. If you enjoy Gevalia, we'll send more whenever you like. Call 1-800-816-1129 today for your 2 boxes of Gevalia and free coffee maker. There's no further obligation. Gevalia Cafe. Always a pleasure to come home to.
Got a research assignment. 10 pages on a historical innovator.
Well, who'd you pick?
Gotta experience the man, the results of his work.
Who'd you pick?
See, the problem with your basic historical innovator is, well, most of them are historical.
Sam, who'd you pick?
Walt Disney?
Come share the excitement at our year-long celebration of Walt Disney's 100th birthday.
We need to experience Walt's vision on Space Mountain.
Again?
Make plans at DisneyWorld.com.
It's research.
Chance for Gene Cady to win number 100 as the Purdue head coach in his 5th season with the Boilermakers. 6-6 lifetime against Indiana. 41-36 halftime score. Or rather, at this point of the second half, 15:40 remaining. Halftime score was 35-32 Purdue. Mitchell on the right side. And a player control foul on Todd Mitchell. That is his second personal.
Big play right there as Purdue was looking for the chance at the three-point play. Lob recovering, Mitchell going up, ruled an offensive foul.
15.5 minutes remaining in the second half. Dockich, Robinson, inside the eye, only brings it back out. Misses the shot, but gets it back. Purdue leads by 5. Dockich cuts it to 3.
And if Appears that Purdue is in a little diamond and one now, actually playing a four-man zone with Atkinson simply chasing Steve Alford all over the floor. That time the Hoosiers solved it, knocked in the jumper. Indiana in their traditional straight man-to-man.
Steve Reed makes it a 5-point Purdue lead, and Reed has 7 points. That's his second field goal of the game.
Big basket by the senior as he gets the crowd quiet once again. Now he helps out inside defensively. 5'9" on 7-2.
Came out of Blop's hands. I think it hit Steve Reed before the ball went out of bounds, so Indiana retained possession. 43-38. Purdue leading. And diving for the interception was Bullock. Goes out of bounds, and still Indiana's ball.
Now that time down, Purdue showed straight man-to-man. But there you see Mark Atkinson right up on Steve Alford as he'll be the trigger man, taking it out of bounds.
Daryl Thomas about to come back in for Indiana. He started the game for the Hoosiers. Uwe Blop all alone, and Blop has 10 points. Purdue leads by 3, 43-40.
Uwe Blop moving in behind the defender. Fine pass that time. Stu Robinson.
Troy Lewis comes down and hits a pair. Lewis with 4 points. Came in with a 10.8 average. Foul by Mitchell, who's going for the steal, and Todd Mitchell guilty of his third personal.
Atkinson really got hung up in the screen that time. Good one set by Steve Isle, who goes out of the ball game. Daryl Thomas checks back in. Mitchell stepped off of his man and then picked up the personal fouls. He picked up Alford.
The officials for this game: Fred Jaspers, London Bradley, and Phil Bova. Robert Littlejohn about to come in for Purdue. 45-40. The Boilermakers lead with 13-13 left in the second half. Alford's shot blocked by Mark Atkinson.
There's the size advantage once again. Fine play by Atkinson. Purdue clearing the floor now for Steve Reed on the right side.
And Lewis missed the shot, but he was fouled by Steve Alford. And the foul on Alford is his third personal. Second Indiana team foul. Uwe Blop and Steve Alford each with 3 personals. And on the Purdue side, you've got James Bullock and Todd Mitchell each with 3. Pass intended for Bullock. It goes out of bounds. 45-40. Purdue leads with 12:38 remaining in the second half. Dockich into Alford. Alford missed the shot. Atkinson ahead to Reed. Reed puts it up and in. Steve Reed with 9 points, and Purdue leads by 7.
Good choice that time by Steve Reed. Under good controls, he pulled up on the break.
Robinson got the ball from Blop inside to Dockich. Blocked underneath. And a foul on an Indiana player. Both Dockich and Thomas went down. Fouls on Dockich.
Robinson feeds it down inside. Dockage struggles just to catch it. There's a little body bump by Dockage as he went up. They reach in on Little John, and then Thomas and Dockage both go to the deck.
So it stops the clock with 11:59 remaining in the second half. Purdue leads it by 7 points. We'll be right back.
You might think all alarm clock radios are the same, but when the power goes out, only one alarm clock radio is smart enough to reset itself to the exact right time every time. The Smart Set from Emerson Research. Now you'll never have to set your alarm clock again, because the Smart Set will always automatically set itself to the correct time, day, date, month, and alarm settings, no matter how long the power has been out. The Smart Set has all the features you want, including a built-in AM/FM radio and his and her alarm settings that can each be set from Monday through Friday, weekends only, or one setting for every day of the week. And the Smart Set is the only alarm clock radio that will automatically set itself right out of the box, so you know it's always the right time. It even resets itself for daylight savings time and leap year.
That's smart.
All alarm clock radios are not created equal. With the Smart Set from Emerson, you'll never have to set your alarm clock again. Here's how to order yours now. To order your Smart Set, just call this toll-free number. Order a Smart Set for every room in your house and you'll never have to set a clock again. Smart Set comes with a 30-day guarantee. Don't wait. Call and order the Smart Set now.
Sunday on ESPN Classic.
It's your chance to be a star, David.
North Dallas 40. In the business of pro football, winning isn't everything. It's the only thing.
I can't buck their system. I can't fight them.
How far will one man go to stay in the game?
The only thing that's real in that game is me.
Academy Award nominee Nick Nolte stars in a real classic. North Dallas 40. 9 p.m. Sunday. Only on ESPN Classic.
Hey, Steve. Throw me a Miller Lite. 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 Toss me the remote. Hey, Peanuts.
Grab the unbreakable plastic bottle from Miller Lite.
I'm such a klutz.
I'm Dan. It's Miller time.
I'm okay.
Todd Mitchell with 15 points. James Bullock with 12 on the Indiana side. Uwe Blop is the top Hoosier scorer with 10. And Purdue's 47-40 lead. Just under 12 minutes left. Bob Knight was ejected 5 minutes into this game. James Bullock, first 2 points of the second half, he has 14. Bob Knight received 3 technical fouls. Robinson missing the shot. Bullock the rebound. A 9-point Purdue lead. Boilermakers here today jumped out to an 11-2 early lead. Pass for Atkinson, just could not get to it, and Steve Alford has it for Indiana. Darrell Thomas going to the basket, but called for the offensive foul, and that'll be his third. Fourth Indiana team foul.
Darrell Thomas caught that ball in pretty good position to take the jumper, but he elected to get it even closer. Puts it on the deck and powers his way in. Purdue was there and he picked up the personal.
11-13 remaining in the second half. I mentioned earlier that this series going back to the early 1900s. The first 4 decades, Purdue won 50 of the first 62 meetings. Look at now the field goal shooting in this second half, and Purdue with the decided advantage. Look at the series of these two schools. Best opportunity for Indiana was in the Eisenhower years in the 50s when Indiana won 13 of 18 games in the 1950s.
There you go with those presidents.
Yes. 10:51 goes out of bounds, stopping the clock. 49-40.
Who was president when John Wooden played at Purdue?
Give me the year. I'd have to have the year.
Let's try like 28, 29, 30.
Basket, Steve Reed puts it in at 11 points. 19, 28, 29, 30. Well, let's see. I think Warren Harding became president in 29, and before him it would be Calvin Coolidge, maybe?
I'll go with you, Lanny. Let's get back to the ball game.
All right. 51-40, Indiana leads. I was wrong. Now you got me. I'm wrong. Herbert Hoover was president in 1929. And the foul. Let's back to the ball game. It's on Robinson, and that is his first personal.
There's Johnny Wooden, just one of the many great players that played for Purdue. You have to look at the Dave Shellhouses, Rick Mount, Terry Dischinger. Great names in basketball.
Intercepted by Dockage, the pass from Bullock. And Dockage feeds it to Steve Isle, and a foul. .10:09 left in the second half. Foul on James Bullock, and that is his fourth personal.
Indiana trying to get into the transition game here. Dockage with a good bounce pass. Steve Isle taking it to the hoop. They go to the line shooting a pair. Bullock has to go sit down now with 4 personals.
And Isle is 1 of 2 at the line today, 7 points. 51-41.
Played 3/4 of regulation time.
At halftime, Purdue led by 3 points, 35-32. Now up to a 10-point game. Steve Reed dumping it off to Atkinson, out to Troy Lewis. And the foul will be on Stu Robinson. That is his second personal. And it's also the 6th Indiana team foul. Number 32, Herb Robinson in the game. And Robert Littlejohn goes out. Side to Mitchell. Goes out of bounds, but still Purdue's ball.
What do international cyclists think about the new Norelco Advantage Razor?
In Germany we are using blades. They are much more better.
Ma che è questo coso? Ma pronto?
We heard a lot of talk, even from the guy we understood.
I'm really more of a blade guy.
Sure, they had their doubts until they discovered this highly technical wet shave innovation.
What is this? Goo?
Yeah, goo.
Goo.
This lotion set up an unbelievably close wet shave, even in the shower.
That is good.
After a few weeks of no nicks and cuts from blades, the scenery improved. Wow. Camaraderie increased.
Hey, nice face. Ciao, gambera donna.
And their faces became smooth. They, however, did not. The new Norelco Advantage, the only electric razor with built-in shaving lotion.
Hey, there's big news at 7-Eleven. It's the new Big Bite Combo. Delicious Big Bite hot dog made by Oscar Mayer. With free chili and cheese. Whatever you want. An ice cold Coke. And a big grab of chips. All for just $1.99. Oh, thank heaven.
Every day, Ameridebt helps more people with money problems. People like Tom Baker.
My credit card debt was outrageous. Then I called Ameridebt. They contacted my creditors and got my payments almost cut in half. Now I have only one small monthly bill.
Ameridebt is a nonprofit organization that offers free consultations to consumers seeking to eliminate their debt. People like the Shaws.
Every month I pay our credit card bills, but the balances never seem to get smaller.
Ameridebt got our interest rates reduced, and now the balances are dropping dramatically.
And what's even more amazing is our payments are less than before.
Just call this number, and regardless of your credit, in minutes you can join the thousands of people who have turned their financial lives around. People like Maria Rinaldi.
Before I called Ameridebt, the creditors were calling every day. I thought bankruptcy was the only way out. Now I'm debt-free, and my credit rating has been restored.
Call 1-800-754-0077. Ameridebt, helping America get out of debt.
Attention honorably discharged U.S. veterans and spouses and widows between the ages of 50 and 79. Many veterans and their families have received this notice advising them of eligibility for term life insurance benefits. If you did not receive one, you may not be aware you could qualify to apply for life insurance coverage from Veterans Life Insurance Company. If you're a U.S. veteran, age 50 to 79, or the spouse or widow of a veteran, you can still apply for $5,000 or $10,000 of supplemental life insurance exclusively at vets-only rates. Call this number now to request your no-cost, no-obligation benefit eligibility statement from Veterans Life, with the rate for your age and steps you must take to apply. You'll also receive a Veterans Burial Benefits Update that explains government benefits you're entitled to. This life insurance benefit for veterans ages 50 to 79 is not automatic. Call now to request information.
Veterans only. Call 1-800-754-0077.
What do these people have in common?
We all read In Fisherman.
In Fisherman readers know that by reading In Fisherman magazine, they're guaranteed to catch more and bigger fish or they get their money back. Call now for this special TV offer, and you'll also receive 5 more regular issues, 2 big special issues, the In Fisherman Secret System book, and an In Fisherman decal for only $1 a month. Decide not to subscribe, you simply write cancel on the invoice that you receive with your free issue. Either way, the issue is yours to keep. Call 1-800-287-7149.
9:30 remaining in the second half, and Purdue leading 51-41. Troy Lewis has 6 points, and it's now 12-point Purdue lead.
Good penetration once again by Steve Reed. Brought the defense to him and bounced it out to the open Troy Lewis for the jumper. Here's a foul away from the basketball. Go against Todd Mitchell. Darrell Thomas, good cut without the ball. Looked like he was going to get the layup inside, and definite foul problems now for Gene Cady and the Boilermakers. Robert Littlejohn getting ready to check back in. So now Bullock and Mitchell both on the bench with 4 personals. 9 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Lots of time left.
Gives Purdue 29 of its 53 points on the bench. Steve Alford missing the shot and goes out of bounds. Purdue's ball. Both Littlejohn and Blopp were going for the rebound. Apparently went off Blopp's hands.
Slump continues for Steve Alford. He can't complain with that shot selection. They ran the out-of-bounds play, moved the ball well, reversed the court. Alford wide open in the left corner. Simply didn't drop for him.
Steve Alford shot 64% from the field in preseason games, but he's been averaging just 48% in league games. Stolen by Dockich, and a 3-on-2 break. Robinson with the shot, and he's fouled by Reed after the shot.
The one thing Alford cannot afford to do, and that's to quit shooting, because it's very obvious to everyone that's seen this young man play that he's a great shooter. And everybody's going to experience some slumps from time to time, and he's a very bright kid, and I'm sure he realizes that also. That confidence will come back. Just knock a couple in a row in, and here he'll come.
Gene Cady talking to Steve Reed. Reed guilty of the personal foul. The foul came on the shot, and so 2 at the line for Stu Robinson. Robinson now at 5.
Indiana with a chance to cut it back to a 10-point deficit with the clock stopped. 8:41 remaining. Indiana now trying to pick it up defensively. Coming with tough half-court pressure. They force the turnover.
.8:26 left in the second half. A 10-point game. Purdue on top. Blopp missed the shot. Opportunity to cut it to 8, but it goes by the boards.
Didn't look very comfortable on that one. Looked like he was going to pass off till the very last instant. And looked like he made up his mind in the air to shoot the basketball. We haven't seen Uwe shoot the little hook shot going across the middle, which he's been so effective on this season.
Robert Littlejohn puts it in. Littlejohn with his first 2 points of the game and a 12-point Purdue lead.
Brought all of his teammates up off the bench on that one. As they need this fellow to produce for them. Leading scorers on the bench in today's game. Bullock and Mitchell with 4. Littlejohn also with a lot of pressure on him now at the defensive end as he's got Uwe Blop in a one-on-one situation. Daryl Thomas rises up with a jumper. 10-point ball game.
And Thomas has 6 points. 7:20 remaining in the second half.
Oh,
Basket's good.
Basket. Excellent pass this time as they threw it just where Littlejohn was calling for the basketball. Led him right into his shot. Pretty decent concentration that time as he laid it up there softly and it rolled in for him.
Number 4 on personal.
So this young man with some offensive difficulties this year, but he gets 2 big baskets in a row.
From Fort Wayne, Indiana. Transferred from Dodge City Junior College. And Littlejohn. 7:12 remaining in the second half, and the score is Purdue 58, Indiana 45. Back in just a moment.
It's different down here. NBA Live 2002. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Rated E for everyone.
Central Intelligence. You'd be working for me, mostly undercover.
Do you have what it takes to go undercover? ESPN and Universal are teaming up to give you the chance to enter the Spy Game Countdown to Kickoff Challenge.
What else do I need to know?
Log on to ESPN.com/contest to become a secret agent and receive your first assignment. You could win a Monday Night Countdown sports fantasy trip or other great prizes. Don't miss the opening of Spy Game November 21st.
You first. Age before beauty.
Tune in to ESPN's Monday Night Countdown at 7:30 for clues.
Arm strength, quickness, agility, and body control. The essential elements of the winning defensive baseball player. And with Coach Emanski's Defensive Drills video, you'll learn the amazing training secrets of America's finest baseball school. The Defensive Drills video features revolutionary training techniques developed by professional scout and instructor Tom Emanski. Techniques that get results, producing baseball world's back-to-back-to-back AAU national championship teams and even a gold medal in international competition. In a recent review, Collegiate Baseball Magazine exclaimed, with Coach Emanski's techniques, the future of baseball is here today. Even top professional players are impressed. Just ask Major League superstar Fred McGriff.
I'm so impressed with the instructional videos by Coach Emanski that I've given them my full endorsement. When you watch them, you'll know why.
The Defensive Drills video is available now for immediate shipping. It makes a great gift and benefits players of all ages and ability levels. To order, call now 1-800-883-5995. That's 1-800-883-5995. Call now.
This Craftmatic Model 2 electrically adjustable bed costs no more than many quality flatbeds. And when you buy selected ones with optional heat and built-in massage, you get this fabulous bonus. A 25-inch color TV absolutely free. Call toll-free to receive complete free information by mail. In a flatbed, you have to use pillows to prop yourself up. But in a Craftmatic bed, you adjust yourself into comfortable positions automatically, so you can watch TV, read, and get a great night's sleep. Raise and support your head, neck, shoulders, back, legs, and feet at the touch of a button. Plus, there's optional heat and built-in massage to soothe you. Call toll-free so we can mail you our adjustable bed catalog and a certificate for a free 25-inch color TV with bed purchase. Call to get our free catalog and color TV certificate by mail now. There is absolutely no obligation.
Call toll-free 1-800-883-5995. That's 1-800-883-5995 toll-free. 1-800-883-5995.
60-53 with 5:07 left. Well, Bill, you mentioned just before the break trying to keep Mitchell out of the game. Just beat him down the floor, right?
Well, that was Mark Atkinson I was referring to on Steve Alford, and he's really done a super job on him here in the second half in particular.
A 7-point game. And Purdue's Herb Robinson will put the ball in play.
Indiana not the quickest team in the conference by any means, and this is a tough assignment for them now to come with pressure. They'll have to do it from the team concept and try to double the ball in all situations. Fine play there by Darrell Thomas.
Chance to cut it to 5. Dukic. Saved by Robinson.
Super play by Steve Isle once again. Well, I'll tell you, there's Atkinson once again. Reaching from behind this time as Alford, quicker than Atkinson, got a step on him.
Purdue leading 60-53 with 4:34 remaining.
Well, look at Alford work around that screen.
To Robinson. 5-point game. Purdue's lead is cut to 5. .410 left in the second half.
Purdue trying to work the clock a little bit. 15 seconds left on the shot clock.
Fouls on Steve Isle, and that is his second personal. James Bullock is going to come back in for Purdue.
Dean Cady making his move now at the 3:41 mark to bring him back. He'll replace Herb Robinson. When you need the leadership out of your seniors, they're on the road. 5-point lead, and Atkinson going to the free throw line.
First trip at the line today. He's 18 of 22 in Big Ten games. Now with 5 points in the contest, and it's a 6-point Purdue lead.
This young man's played a super game out here today if he doesn't score a point from what he's done at the defensive end of the floor.
Well, he has scored 6 points. That gives him 58 points in 4 games against Indiana.
There they go with their little 4-man box, little matchup zone. Atkinson.
Isle lost the ball. Bullock is fouled by Darrell Thomas. That will send Thomas out of this game. Commits his 5th personal with 3:10 remaining.
Assistant Jim Cruz filling in for the departed Bob Knight up off the bench and wants to talk it over for Indiana, so the Hoosiers take timeout.
And Bullock fouled by Darrell Thomas. 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the second half, and it's Purdue 62, Indiana 55. We'll be back with more right after this.
Not having your high school diploma keeping you from making the money you want? With Professional Career Development Institute, you can earn your high school diploma at home without ever setting foot inside a classroom. And best of all, you can study at your own pace. Go as fast or as slow as you want. Earning your high school diploma is just one of the many career training opportunities PCDI offers. Listen to these other exciting courses to choose from. Get your career diploma in medical transcription, paralegal, medical claims billing, bookkeeping, accounting, child daycare, computer training, private investigator, interior decorating, veterinary assistant, bridal consultant, medical dental office assistant, electrician, pharmacy technician, high school diploma, or get your associate degree in paralegal, accounting, business management, or criminal justice. Your future starts with a simple phone call, so call today for free career training literature.
Call 1-800-883-5995 for free literature on the one course of your choice.
You're watching a free preview of ESPN Classic, the network all your friends are talking about. ESPN Classic is the only place to see Sports Century, the top 50 and beyond.
He was hippie. It was known that he
smoked the weed. I was set up like a mother.
Real classics, movies for sports fans.
Just a bit outside.
And the Classic Roadshow. We come to your city live with your hometown's greatest games and greatest heroes.
We felt that it was definitely our game when we were in Mile High.
But to get ESPN Classic, you've got to call 1-800-CLASSIC today.
Totally new Nissan Altima.
Well, we still have some time left before we can put this one in the Big Ten yearbook. Purdue on top, 62-55. The Boilermakers are 8-6 in Big Ten play, with Indiana 6-7. Michigan's on top, 11-2, and Wolverines play Michigan State tonight. Also coming up in the Big Ten, Illinois at Ohio State. And getting underway about 6 o'clock Eastern time, Iowa at Northwestern. Michigan's lead in the Big Ten. It's 2.5 games. Iowa and Ohio State tied for third, each 3 games back. And Purdue at the moment with 8-6 record is 3.5 out. Bullock, 1-1. Now with 15 points, an 8-point Purdue lead. Bullock missed the shot, but got it back. And Troy Lewis going into the basket, but the foul's on number 22, Stu Robinson. That's Robinson's third.
Oh, when you don't rebound the missed free throws, they always seem to come back to haunt you. That's the one thing Indiana couldn't afford, is give the ball back to Purdue. They got another shot at it. Troy Lewis steps up to the line.
Lewis had the game winner with 11 seconds remaining at Northwestern. Came up with a big bucket with 3 seconds left against Michigan State.
The 1-on-1 situation. He was fouled on his drive before he went in the act of shooting.
And missed the front end of that 1-on-1. An 8-point Purdue lead. 2:45 left. Alford missing the shot, and both Bullock and Lewis were there for the rebound.
Purdue once again doing a good job on the defensive boards. Hoosiers getting just one crack at it.
And Dockich fouls Mitchell. That's number 4 on Dan Dockich.
Dockich coming out trying to overplay the passing lane. Got there a little bit late, realizing that Mitchell had a clear path to the basket. Just got overly aggressive and committed the personal out on the floor. And now Uwe Blop comes back in to check in for Indiana.
He'll replace Cree Smith. Mitchell with 1-1. 7 of 10 at the line, as you see in this game today, all in the first half. Closing in on possible 20s, 2 points away from 20, and keeps adding to his career high in this contest.
He's going to be quite a performer here in the Big Ten for years to come. Super Bowl game here today.
And now Purdue leads by 10. Dockich misses the shot. And Atkinson has it. Featured Mark Atkinson at the top, and he's performed very well. Reed to Bullock. Decides to pull it back out. 2 minutes remaining. And the foul on Steve Alford.
Tell you, Gene Cady took a very good timeout about the 4-minute mark when Indiana had it. The lead cut to 5. The fans were on their feet. Simply told his team to take charge in that huddle. That's exactly what they've done here for the balance. We're down under 2 minutes. They have the 10-point lead. Steve Reed going back to the free throw line.
And Reed with 12 points.
This score would stay the same. I think it's a great team effort on behalf of the Boilermakers here today. Gotten good board play out of Bullock and Mitchell both. Atkinson with a great defensive effort. And Steve Reed's just been a little bit of everything. He's been all over the place.
12-point Purdue lead. Reed with 13 points.
They stay with the box and one once again. The four-man zone. And Atkinson on Alford man-to-man.
Dockich misses the shot. He goes out of bounds, so does Dockich. 1:45 remaining.
Indiana remaining extremely cold in their floor shooting.
Kyle to Robinson. And Stu Robinson has 10 points. And stops the clock with 1:36, and now an Indiana timeout. And the score, it's Purdue 67, Indiana 57. We'll be back in just a moment.
The tailgate crew is coming. The Miller Lite Tailgate Tour. Join the party as it rolls across the country and win a chance to tailgate at Super Bowl 36. Want a party like the pros? Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
Wow, MP3 player, digital camera, DVD player, very nice. Looks like somebody's kids are going to be very happy this holiday.
Kids! I'll be right.
We know how you feel, and that's why Circuit City has great gift ideas this holiday season. Circuit City, we're with you.
Hey, my wife loves these things. All wives love things.
Could you...
Coffee? No, thanks. I think I'll get my own.
Perhaps he's compelled by the sumptuous aroma. Maybe he desires the rich, delicious taste that he finds at home. The taste of Javalia Cafe. To experience the pleasure of Javalia yourself, call 1-800-816-1129. We'll deliver 2 boxes of our fine European coffee for just $14.95 with a free coffee maker to ensure you brew and keep Javalia at its finest. If you enjoy Javalia, we'll send more whenever you like. Call 1-800-816-1129 today for your 2 boxes of Javalia and free coffee maker. There's no further obligation. Javalia Cafe. Always a pleasure to come home to.
I took the risks and started my own business. Taking risks, that's what you have to do. But here's a way to help your business with no risk at all. Just call for your free trial version of QuickBooks Pro, America's #1 best-selling small business accounting software. That's right, I said free. For no money, not even a shipping charge, you'll get this free trial version of QuickBooks Pro from the makers of Quicken, so you know it's easy to use. Want to write a check? You just start typing, and QuickBooks Pro fills in the rest. It shows you how much money you're owed and who owes it. It even prints invoices with your company logo. And QuickBooks Pro can save you even more time with features like estimating and job costing. And it integrates with Microsoft Word and Excel. Look, we all take risks in business. Now take advantage of an honest, no-risk opportunity. Call for your free QuickBooks Pro trial version now. There's no bill, no hassle, no risk. You can't do better than that.
Sports Century is on ESPN Classic. You know what made them heroes.
He put the roar in the roaring 20s.
We're here to win. We show you what made them human.
When he was happy, you liked it. And when he was mad, you didn't want to be around it.
He symbolized the Playboy image, and he was proud of it.
The critics agree. ESPN Classic has scored a touchdown with Sports Century. The award-winning Sports Century, the top 50 and beyond. Every weeknight at 8 Eastern and Pacific on ESPN Classic.
1:36 left, and Purdue leading by 10. Coming up for Indiana next week. The Hoosiers are at Minnesota on Thursday and at Iowa a week from tomorrow. And Purdue will be at Illinois next Saturday. I mentioned the other Saturday night games coming up today in the Big Ten. Don't forget, tomorrow Minnesota will be at Wisconsin. That game in Madison, Wisconsin starts at 1:05 Central Time. Tonight, Michigan and Michigan State in East Lansing, with Lauren Brown and George Palmy calling the game for you. And Michigan with an 11-2 record and the impressive win streak. Win streak of 11 in a row, 10 in league play for the Wolverines. And Mitchell makes it 21 points, 11 in the first half, 69-57 with 1:22 remaining. Stu Robinson comes down and answers with 2. It gives him 12. And once again, Indiana takes a timeout with 1:19 left. I want to thank representatives of these two fine schools. They're helping our telecast. Just want to make sure we cleared up that presidential question that you kind of threw me. I checked with my authority, my son David, and he says that I was correct, that in 1929 it would have been Herbert Hoover. Just before that it would have been Calvin Coolidge. Just wanted to make sure we had that clarified.
Hey, I'm proud of you. The one I was sure of was John Wooden.
Yeah. I just hope you're right about if you're right about the years, I think we got the president settled. 69-59 is the score with 1:19 left. Michigan and Michigan State tonight. And another one that has some bearing on what's going to happen in the Big Ten, Illinois at Ohio State. I'm sure Lauren and George will keep up to date on that game as they step through the Michigan and Michigan State contest. Inside to Troy Lewis, and Lewis has 8 points. 71-59, down to the final minute of play.
We're in the final minute, and of course Purdue a much quicker team, what they have on the floor right now, than Indiana. And Indiana trying to come with the pressure. Purdue solved it twice for easy ones inside.
And down to 54 seconds. Bill and I will be with you next Wednesday from East Lansing. Spartans will host the Northwestern Wildcats. Pass inside to Smith, and the foul on Todd Mitchell, and so he will foul out with 51 seconds remaining. Fine game for Todd Mitchell, the 6'7" freshman from Toledo, Ohio. He leaves with 21 points, a new career high, and tops all scorers. Bill and I have been backed up by an outstanding, talented crew. Our executive producers, Big Ten Basketball, Jeff Elliott, John Hoken, coordinating producer, Jack Jacobson. Today's game produced by Jeff Elliott and our director, Al Killian. Great job, gentlemen. Our associate producers, Mark Rudner and Steve Shapiro. Technical director, Mark Sparky. And Free Smith with 9 points. He's looking at the book here. John Wooden in the early 30s, 1930, 31, and 32, and those all Big Ten teams. And a 71-61 score with 51 seconds. Bullock just did get over the line. Reed to Lewis. Knocked away by Steve Isle. Dockets a pass to Robinson. And Robinson has 14 points, 10 in the second half. And a foul will be on Robinson. That's his 4th personal. 71-63 is the score. 23 seconds remaining. A Purdue lead. Going to run the Boilermakers league record to 9-6. They'll be 18-7 overall. And going to set things up for the NCAA tournament. 64 teams this year.
I'll tell you, they consider Gene Cady one of the toughest coaches to beat 2 games in a row. They feel that after a Thursday defeat, his ball club seemed to come back as well as any club in the league for their Saturday encounter, and they've done it again here today in one of the toughest places in the Big Ten to win on the road.
And this would be Indiana's 5th loss at home this year. .21 seconds remaining in the game. And Dockich missing the shot, turned away, and Lewis will lead the break. 3-on-1, no 4-on-1. Gaddis off the glass, Bullock the rebound. We're down to 7 seconds. 2-1, and it's all over. Basket does not count according to the officials, and so the Purdue Boilermakers defeat the Indiana Hoosiers. Final score, the Purdue Boilermakers 72 and Indiana Hoosiers 60.
Hi, I'm Reese Davis, and you're watching a special free preview of ESPN Classic, the network of the award-winning documentary series Sports Century. To get ESPN Classic, just call 1-800-CLASSIC. It's that simple.
More than 40,000 to see Maryland take on Duke in the semifinals. This championship week, presented by 7-Up.